Hi, I'm attorney Chris Reich, and in this video I want to talk about what you legally have to do if you're in an accident with your car. There are a bunch of different statutes on this that we cover on our website, but here I kind of want to talk generally about what is your obligation if you're in an accident. So first let's talk about if you strike a car that's occupied. So basically the driver is with the other car. If you run into that car, you have to stop. You have to remain at the scene of the accident. If you don't, if you strike a car and then flee, that's leaving the scene of an accident, and that's a Class 2 misdemeanor, $750 fine plus surcharges, about doubling the fine, up to 4 months in jail and up to 2 years probation. So it's bad. You want to stay at the scene, and when you remain at the scene, you have to do some other things. You have to exchange contact information. So basically you have to identify yourself. If the other person asks to see your driver's license, you have to show it to them. Show them your insurance information. You have to give them your registration information. If you fail to do all of those things, that's also can be a criminal charge, a Class 3 misdemeanor for failing to provide that information. Another thing you have to do in an accident is make sure if anybody's injured, you have to provide assistance. Now may not be a nurse or a medical doctor, but you can at least call for assistance, call 911, make sure that there is some plan to help anybody injured. If you fail to do that, that can also be a Class 3 misdemeanor. One more thing, if you're in an accident, you're required to move your vehicle out of the way so you're not obstructing traffic. Now let's talk about what happens if you strike an unattended vehicle. This would be like if you were in a parking lot and you're backing out and you bump into a car, there's nobody in it. What do? Well, you need to stop and you need to make a reasonable effort to locate the owner. If you can't locate the owner after making an effort, then you need to leave a conspicuous note on the car with your contact information so that an owner can reach out to you, and then you can exchange insurance information and registration information and contact information. So leave that conspicuous note. You might also want to take a picture where you left that note just in case it comes up down the road. That's what you need to do if you strike an unattended vehicle. If you fail to do that, that's a Class 3 misdemeanor. That's a criminal charge. Now let's talk about if you strike, we call it a highway fixture. So basically, if you run into like a pole or a sign or a guardrail or a gate, anything that's not a car, what is your obligation then? Just kind of like when you strike an unattended car, you also have to make an effort to locate the owner. And you also have to provide the owner your information. If they ask for your driver's license, you have to provide that. And again, you got to make a reasonable effort. If you can't find who owns it, leave a note, leave it conspicuous, and take a picture, show that you made an effort to try and contact that person and give them their information so that they could reach out to you and resolve and get that damage fixed.